Hello! So I just finished watching all 8 seasons of Dexter. I'm not including New Blood because that's going to be in its own separate video. This is going to be my review for all 8 seasons and what I thought of them, what my favorite season was, and what my least favorite season was. And this is going to have spoilers in it. So if you don't want spoilers, that's your forewarning right now. But anyway, without further ado, shall we begin? So, Dexter, the TV show that is pretty much about a serial killer that goes out and kills other serial killers. I decided to give this show a try because back in the day I did watch the first 3 or 4 seasons and I dropped off of it, and I found it on Netflix, so I was like, you know what, I'm just actually going to watch all the way through it, and that's exactly what I did. I watched seasons 1 through 8, and then the event series is called Dexter New Blood, and I'll be reviewing that in a different video because this is strictly just for the OG show, which ran from seasons 1 through season 8, and it stars Michael C. Hall as the titular character, Dexter Morgan. And I gotta say, like, he fits his character so well. And like I was saying earlier, if you don't know what this show's about, it's pretty much he's a serial killer, but the way that he like channels his urges and puts them like out there in the world is that he goes after other serial killers and then kills them, and so on and so forth. The things get complicated. You get a lot with his backstory that actually gets a bit more explored in Dexter Original Sin, which is actually quite a good show. I'll probably do a review video for that as well because I just finished the first season. I've kind of been on a Dexter binge as of late, but pretty much like I watched all 8 seasons. I'm like, I kind of want to talk about this, but I'm not really sure like how to. But season 1 is just an amazing season. This is from Showtime as well, so like you get everything with it, all the blood, all the gore, all like just everything. Like if you can think of it, it's in this show. But one of the characters in this, his name is Dokes. I think he's so funny. Like he's always like, I can tell who you want, mother. And then like just it is so good, and the back and forth between him and Dokes and all that is just so good. Like Loretta is a great character as well, and Deborah Morgan is a great character, especially with all the highs and lows that this show puts her through. But I will say like seasons 1 through 4 is so good. Like season 1 was this one was the ice truck killer, and then you have Miguel, and then you have you get the Trinity Killer. Like there are so many seasons, like seasons 1 through 4 were so good. Some of the seasons do kind of merge a little bit for me, but for me after season 4, 5 was okay. 5 was, it was fun. And then 6 was when it dropped off for me. 6 I did not really care for that much. I just didn't care for the whole like religious plot going back and forth. There was a few cool scenes. I don't think any season is flat out bad. It's just some seasons were a lot better than others. 7 in my opinion was a bit better. I did enjoy some of the story arcs that they were doing. And then 8 wasn't terrible. Besides the ending, I did not like the ending, and we will get into that in a few minutes. But because I do want to give a full-on warning now. I do know how they end New Blood, and I actually did like that ending a tad bit better than this one, but I'm not gonna get into that just yet. But season 4 for me is probably the absolute best season that they ever did, because just that back and forth between the Trinity Killer and Dexter, and John Lithgow was amazing in that role, and it was so good. Now, don't get me wrong, season 1 is absolutely fantastic between the ice truck killer, and here's a spoiler coming at you at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which turns out to be his biological brother, that they got separated after their mother got killed at a bus gone wrong, pretty much, and Harry, which becomes his adoptive father, takes him in and pretty much trains him on how to channel these urges. And James Remar plays his dad. I actually I knew him from Black Lightning first, so when this happened, I was like, oh wow, it was actually pretty cool to see him in this. But it is such a good show, so many good things within it. Like I was saying, seasons 1 through 4 is when the show is absolutely at its peak, and then it does kind of like, it kind of goes downhill a little bit, but every season has something redeemable in it, in my personal opinion. But the different love interests were interesting too. Rita was okay. She was probably my least favorite, to be honest. In all honesty, I actually really did like Hannah. I thought her character was really cool, and I feel like the chemistry between Hannah and Dexter was really good, and overall I thought that was just very well done. If I was to go back and rewatch this show, I'd probably just rewatch seasons 1 through 4, maybe 5, and then probably call it quits. But another cool thing, if you watch the Arrowverse like I used to, David Ramsey is in this for a season. I think it's season 3, but don't quote me on that. So that was actually really cool to see him pop up in this show. But what I want to get into now is the series finale. So pretty much what it is Deb gets like shot, like fatally shot, and then she ends up bleeding out, and they pretty much say that she's gonna be a vegetable for the rest of her life. So Dexter does his first mercy killing, and not that I like that. I don't like it at all that Dexter ends up killing his sister. But one of the cool things about it that I noticed, you can like talk about this too if you noticed it, but he always wrapped everybody up in like black trash bags. But the first time that he killed an innocent, he actually wrapped her up in all white and then put her at the bottom of the ocean. So I was like, you know what, I actually kind of like that. Like, that was a nice little touch, but I don't like that he killed off his sister. And then he decides to just go sailing right off into the hurricane, because Miami was about to have a hurricane, and then he supposedly dies because they find his boat, but they never found a body. And then he sent off Harrison with Hannah, and they end up living together in Argentina, and then we find out that he actually becomes a lumberjack, and he retires up there. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So that's how they decide to go about it. I can see why that ending pissed people off just so bad. Like, it was not a good ending. I wasn't happy with it. Luckily, right after that, I could jump into New Blood, so the ending wasn't really quite as tarnished for me as it was other people. But overall, that was not a good ending. I was not happy with that at all, and I can sorry about that. And I can understand why people were just very, very disappointed with it, and I understand. But anyway, that was my review slash ranking. I guess you could call it. I might do a whole video for all 8 seasons ranked. But anyway, that was just my overall thoughts on the TV show of Dexter. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe so I know you can make more of these. If you have any video requests, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply. As of now, I have no video requests, so if you do have any, just let me know. As long within my capability of making it, I will be making it. And if you watched all of Dexter, let me know what your personal favorite season was. For me, it was probably season 4, but I am curious to see what other people's favorite season was, and what was your least favorite season. For me, that was 6. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye! Yeah.